Hello, generals. B2 dropping in with a little conflict of nations, and we're going to talk about starting games and starting tips. What up? So let's get started. We are going to take a look at the new games menu. That's a topic that a lot of people get confused on and how to start games. So we're going to click on the new games here and we're going to take a look and say there's two games at the top, right? Now, both games have been going for 2 days. And so I wouldn't recommend jumping into a 4X on game two, but a regular game on game two is fine. This far in, though, you're not going to have great countries. I'm going to show you what that means. So if I scroll down, I'm going to basically look through the pages and pages of these useless Flashpoint games. Really annoying that we have to search through all these. Come on, Bitro. But look, all these are game ones with 7 spots left. There's only like 30 in the match or whatever. But it's just crazy. Like, it's just game after game. But look, there's a hidden 2X or 4X game on day 2 with only 2 slots left. So you won't be able to go to the top and pop this 4X even if you had 17 players, because there's a two-player game still at the way bottom. So if I continue to scroll, I got to get into day 3 to see what's really available to play, right? So still going, still on day 2 of Flashpoints. I mean, come on, guys. This is way, way, way too many Flashpoints to be starting on a day 2 like this. It's ridiculous. I'm still scrolling. And see, here's some more games. So look at these ones that are stuck down here at the bottom. Like, this is a day 2 with 39 spots left. You'll probably be able to get some good, some good games in there. Here's a 38 spot 4X. And that's day 3 now, so we're good. So if I look at these games here, I can grab a regular game, 39 slots left. There's probably a good country. So let's take a look. If I go to join this game, you can come in this join menu. It's going to decrease the number of available slots by 1, even though you've not selected a country. So if you find a game with 4 spots left and you have 5 guys that you're going to join with, then you can actually force a new game to pop as long as there's no other ones. So Afghanistan's available, Angola, but if you look at Angola, they're a medium-sized country. I think they only start with 5 cities. Belarus, Bolivia, Cameroon, Chile, Colombia. Egypt's a good one to play. Ethiopia's a great one to play. Finland, Greece, India is still available. Kind of unbelievable that India would be available on here. I don't really want to start another regular game, though. I'm going to go in and move and take a look at this 4X with 17 left. So if I go into join a 2X or a 4X, let's see what's available in here. You don't want to start with less than 5, countries just because of the production. But Algeria is a good one to play. That's a medium size. I believe has 6 countries as a starting one. Bolivia's landlocked, not a bad one to play if you just want to ground and pound your way out to the shores, because boats can't come and tear down your buildings, right? So that's kind of a good one. Cameroon, Chad's a really good one to play. It's also landlocked, but it's got a really good position. There's a lot of fighting at the beginning. Congo's not bad. Ethiopia's available on this one. Let me see. And I'm also looking for names of people that I know. Indonesia, not a big fan. Kenya, Mongolia, nope. Morocco, not a bad one. Morocco has 6, and they're all compact, but that means they're easy to hit. But they're easy to defend, too, late game against missiles, because you can pretty much defend them with, 3 or 4 THAADs in there. Myanmar, Namibia, North Korea is horrible. It's a 4-city country. Peru, there's really not a lot of good ones left here, to be honest. But if I go back and look, because I do want to start a game and show you guys, I just don't want to get into a crap game, but if I go Ethiopia, I could go Congo. I think Algeria was open. Let's Algeria or Ethiopia. Let's go Ethiopia. It's a little bit further away. I'm kind of familiar with it, so we'll join. So I'll show you kind of how I get started. It's pretty simple. You need to start boosting production while also pulling out defensive units. Luckily, there's no people flying, although Saudi has a plane flying right there. So what I do is I just usually message with them and say, hey, man, live player here. Because he's probably sailing troops already. And we'll say peace, right? So you just want to start working the diplomacy side, but you are going to have to grab some soldiers. And then I've been really doing good, I should say doing well, by grabbing these armored fighting vehicles early. I don't really know why I like them as much, but so I really don't have any rares. But what I'd like to do is go to the market and see if they've been bought out, and they've not been bought out yet. A little pricey for 900, but you see how it boosts me up. It's going to give me the ability to get my troops as well as do a second research here. So I'm going to pop into the research menu and try to figure out like what I want to start moving with. And I'm going to do some corvettes because I can put them at the coast here and pretty much move these guys out to the borders, right? You get that they can't come through the port cities. They can't get to your land in here, right? No one has naval that quick. Sorry, force a habit to pop back and forth between windows. I'm gonna try and stay on here. So right now you have 0 production in your cities. One of the very first things you want to do is you can click and shift and build your army bases out, and then you're not going to have enough rares because we did a little extra research to get to army base 2. So you want to look and say, where am I going to pop my army base 2 at? I'm going to actually bring my high level army base back to my capital. So I'm going to go in here and build a level 2 right afterwards. Now, there's a theory behind this is that I want to be able to start popping out the fighting vehicles and use the components. So see how I have a really high level of components? If I start making troops now, you'll see, watch. So if I pop a troop, you're going to start to see the supplies dropping faster than the components. So as I get more troops out, these numbers are now no longer even. So you're going to want to build some sort of a fighting vehicle in between it just to boost your numbers. If you throw those guys in a stack, they're extremely lethal. But you want to start pumping out troops, especially in a 4X. You want to have the Security Council. You want to have a queue going, because if you don't queue them up overnight, you're going to waste time where you're not building something. I see that common mistake all the time, right? So so the next thing I want to do now that I've got that going is go down, and I need to build arms industries on the important stuff, right? You definitely want to have this. You don't want to run out of fuel. So you're going to pull that through, and you're going to want to do one supply. See how we made one at 6 cities and we had 2 supplies. So you're going to want to do a barracks in one and then start an arms industry in the other. And then hopefully we have enough we do to start the component city. And then electronics is not really needed. So I'm not going to build that. I'm going to go with a second barracks, but I'm out of fuel, say. So I'm actually going to stop there. Let me think about this one. Yeah, I'm not going to build anything with that one right now, right? Because what I'm going to end up doing is coming back and actually building more troops so that overnight we can get more going. So I want to protect my capital. So I want to build an extra troop there. And then I want to protect my ports, right? Because I don't want someone just to willy-nilly throw some more troops out at me. So I'm going to do a backup troop there. And then I'm going to come to Djibouti. I'm going to move Hargeisa's troops over there, and then build an extra one in Djibouti. So that way I'll have 6 or 7 there. That's a pretty nice stack to ward off anybody attacking. Now the only thing that I'm at risk for is if Egypt's coming down. So now that I've got all my builds going, I'm going to look at the board and see kind of who's where. So I'm going to head to the coalition menu, and I'm going to start to find out like where everybody is. So there's an Africa one here, and it looks like who's that? Mali. Yeah, Mali. Ricardo. So I'm going to look up old Ricardo, and I'm gonna pull him up on the diplomacy menu, and I'm gonna just check him and see what his player level is. He's a rank 4, so he's probably not someone that I want to boost with and get in a coalition. But if I'm looking, this one looks to be like in Asia. Let's see, Iran, Japan. Yeah, so they took some big countries, Japan, Russia. That's gonna be a pretty good coalition. There's no other real strong coalitions then, so what I'm going to do is look and see what Saudi is, and Saudi is he's a rank 19, so they've played a few games. They're probably a solid player. That would be one. If I look down at Kenya, and I say, who is Kenya? I don't know that name either. They're a rank 3, so what I would do is start a coalition, and then try to get people that are close to you to join, right? So Congo, nice name. rank 1, so very, very, very new player. I'm not going to worry about those guys too much. They're actually the most dangerous players, just in all fairness, man, because they're usually group stacks and just blast people away, not realizing they're gonna weaken both. But see, yeah, so a lot of low level players, no big deal. I don't see anybody yet that's high level, so I'm gonna check them all. So this is a username. He's probably super low level. Yep, level 1 recruit. That'll be somebody who probably goes AFK just as you look around the map. Namibia is a computer player, so no challenge there. Angola is a small, like 5 country, but let's see, that's a level 2. Man, this is going to be a pretty interesting game. Let's see, Cameroon is a level 2. As you look at the board, man, this is going to be interesting. This should be a high level player. Most people who know this, nope, rank 1. All right, so that's looking pretty easy peasy. Let's check out Egypt. Egypt is a rank 1. Man, Africa is baller. Lucas, so let's check him out. Rank 36, so that's a good one, right? So let's see. We're going to go with Libya. Okay, and Saudi. And I think Algeria was open, right? So let's see. CoN, nope. Rank 4. And then we'll look at Morocco. Morocco is a rank 1. All right, and then Mali, I think, was the guy who started a coalition, and he was a lower rank. Ricardo, yeah, so rank 4. All right, let's take a look at the rest here. Who's over here in Iraq? Because the play might be to make a coalition, but center it more towards the Middle East, level 10. And then Iran, I think, was already in a coalition. Yeah, this hashtag guy, and they're a low rank. All right, so it's looking like we want to group with Libya and Saudi. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna form a coalition and invite them after I finish filming this off. I don't want to bore you guys with all those little intimate details. So basically the steps are to get in, to get your production moving, look at your diplomacy menu, form some alliances, right, to kind of keep yourself a little safe, and then you're going to progress from there. So any questions, you're always willing to hit me up and look for our Discord. If you want to friend me, the B2 hashtag 3417. I'll get you out in the server. So hope you guys are doing well. Hope that video helped you guys get started. See ya.